didn't.
You're the youngest kids.
Okay, let's get
I mean,
going.
you got in this when your son was being born?
Welcome to the May 5th, 2026 meeting of the Rybrook Zoning Board of Appeals. With us this evening, we have 4 of the 5 members. So any applicant wishing to proceed, they need a vote of 3 affirmative to move forward with the application. With us this evening, we have Village Council Christian Gates, Village Building Inspector Steve Hughes, and Board of Trustees Liaison David Heiser. If you're going to be making a presentation, please come to the podium, state your name, your address, the nature of the variance, and if you're representing the applicant, which I don't think is the case, your relationship to the applicant. Our first application this evening is ZBA 25-023, Michael Tucci, Margarita Tucci, 226 South Ridge Street, requesting a new rear deck. Please come forward.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for seeing me today. Is everyone familiar with the project at all? So basically, it's I'm Michael Tucci, 226 South Ridge Street, Rybrook. And we're speaking of building a new deck. It's really a landing and a stairway going down. So the thought was basically there's 12 steps going down, and I don't like the safety factor of that. So what I tried to do was bring out a landing, have the deck go down 5 steps, and then turn it around to the corner and go down another 5 steps. But by doing that, I need a variance for the 6.7 feet to the property line fence, and that's what I'm requesting today.
Is there any way that you could have reconfigured the steps not to incur this type of variance?
The only way would be to have the steps stay exactly the way they are, but I don't desire to do that because of how steep it is. I'd rather have the landing and the brake to basically have a brake going down. It's just too steep.
What's behind you?
Behind me, Tool.
On the at the end in the rear yard. What's on the other side of your rear yard?
House.
Another house?
Yeah, another house.
There's screening between your yard.
There's a fence.
There's a fence. Is there vegetation
No vegetation on my side. On their side, yes.
on their side? Yes.
Yeah. Well, actually, there is one lilac bush in the middle.
Okay, but you see your fence.
Yes.
On the other side, and the trees on his or her yard.
There's a lilac bush on my yard, and then he has shrubbery that I can't see unless I look over the
So
fence.
it's not above the fence.
No.
Is the height of the deck the same as it was
Yes.
before?
No change.
So there's no elevation
No.
change?
So all you're doing is you're extending the landing so you can have a switchback stair.
Correct.
That's
And the
basically,
and the switchback stair is going to go under the overhang.
Yes, under the patio.
Wait, it's going, sorry.
It's going if you
It's
look.
going, if you're going down the stairs, it's going left or right?
So if you're going down the stairs, it's going right, more
Oh, it's-
towards my. I can't go to the other side because
Going under his.
Oh, it's going
under the
under.
overhang.
Oh, okay.
It's going under the overhang.
Okay, I got it.
does anyone have any other questions? From the street, it's almost impossible to see it,
Yeah.
from the back, so. Okay. Is there anyone in the audience who want to speak in favor of the application? Okay, please come forward, state your name, your address.
Good afternoon. My name is Vincent Lyons. I live at 222 South Ridge Street. He's my neighbor, and the steps make it a lot easier for him to come down the stairs. You know, your parents get all elderly. You got to look out for them first. So I think he's making the right idea for that.
And you're the next door neighbor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay,
Out to the right of his house.
to the right. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Steve, is there any, I didn't see any correspondence coming in favor or against the application.
No, nothing against, only Mr. Lyons is here in favor of the application.
Okay, but no written,
No written, yeah, the neighbors were notified. He gave the affidavit of notification.
okay. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, motion to close the public hearing? Public hearing is closed. Okay, basically, I think, when we run down the 5 factors, the only one that I say is it's substantial and self-created.
Yes.
And the others will not create an adverse impact to the character, will not achieve, the applicant cannot achieve it without any other method feasible for the applicant, and the requested variance will not create any adverse impacts to the physical or environmental conditions of the neighborhood. Okay, so I won't have to read it when I get to it. Okay, here's the resolution. Whereas an application has been made to the Zoning Board of Appeals by Michael Tucci and Margarita Tucci, collectively the applicant, for an area variance concerning the minimum rear yard setback in connection with the proposed new rear deck on property located at 226 South Ridge Street in an R2F zoning district on the west side of South Ridge Street, approximately 50 feet from the intersection of Crescent Place and South Ridge Street, said premises being known and designated in the tax map of the Village of Rybrook as parcel ID 141.35-2-34, whereas the applicant seeks relief from the following requirements of the Rybrook zoning code. Section 250-25, Part G, Item 3, the minimum allowable rear yard setback is 30 feet. The applicant's proposed new rear deck will result in a rear yard setback of 23.3 feet, thereby requiring a variance of 6.7 feet, or 22.33%. Whereas a duly advertised public hearing was opened and closed on May 5th, 2026, at which time all those in attendance wishing to be heard were given such opportunity. Whereas the proposed action is a Type 2 action pursuant to the New York State Environmental Quality Review Act, and accordingly no further environmental review is required. Whereas the board, from the application and the record before it, after viewing the premises and neighborhood concerned, hearing from the applicant, and upon considering each of the factors set forth at Section 250-13, Section G, Part 2, Items 2A through E of the Rybrook Code, finds, and I identified the 5 factors before. The only 2 is the substantial, variance is substantial, and the variance is self-created. The others were in the negative. Now therefore be it resolved that said application is hereby provisionally granted until we vote on the following conditions. No permit or certificate of occupancy shall be issued until the applicants have paid in full all application and consultant fees incurred by the village in connection with the review of this application. Okay, are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, Steve?
Yes.
Glenn is excused. Jamie?
Yes.
Joel?
Yes.
Yes, application approved, 4 yeses, 0 nays. Congratulations. I think, Mr. Lyons, you may have been a coach of my son, like 30 years ago or something.
My son, it was coach for your son.
Yes, that's right. Is it Timmy? Is it his first name?
That's my nephew, wow.
Yeah, this goes
That's going way back, okay.
goes way back, yes.
It
yes.
does.
Okay, the last item is the approval of the April minutes. I had no problem with them.
Nope.
Okay, okay, the minutes are approved. Motion to adjourn,
So moved.
okay?
Second.
Meeting is adjourned. I think we set a
I think
record
it was
tonight.
just a record.
It is a record.
And I think the prior record was about 20 minutes.
Is that a good omen for
Just
the
means
Knicks?
nobody's doing